Hey, it's Graham Bibby here. Okay, so what I want to do is, what's this doing? Okay, here we go. I just want to go through, this is the new recording system, so it's a little bit new. Now, this was an horrendous week for the markets, as we all know. However, I am slightly optimistic because sometimes good news is bad news and bad news is good news. And the Fed said, that sounds good, doesn't it? The Fed said they're going to keep interest rates low until next year or two or three, and they're willing to let inflation rise to above 2%. So that should be good news. However, the market sold off, which was negative, and then I thought what would happen yesterday was the market would sell off strongly, which it did, but buyers would come in, which they did. It looks to me like a base is in. I don't think the old chestnuts are going to wear it. The Amazons and Lulus and Netflix. Let me just quickly show you. This is why we sell whatever we need to sell, because we never know if it's going to get like ugly like it did in February. This is Amazon, which is not amazing at the moment, and crashed through this support level. However, they've done those little tricks before. They break down your sell and then the turn comes. Anyway, I'll be keeping my eye on that because Amazon's got a lot of good things coming out. Lululemon, which is knocking the ball out of the park with online sales, and just bought one of those companies that does the videos for training and fitness. I think they got 500 million. Is it 500? No, not. They bought it for 500 million, but they got millions and millions of subscribers, so Lulu can sell their gear to them. This stock, for example, was 400 at the peak. It's currently 300. It went below what looked like support level, but that could be a fake downward move. So there's plenty of upside there. To get back to 400, it's got to go up at least 33%. And if you're in CFDs, that's a huge amount. It's 150% return on the allocation of investment. So did Netflix. Anyway. There's a few things I think look interesting, and it's Friday, so I don't want to be overly bullish going into the weekend. But what I think what's going to happen is we're going to find that the market is stable to up today, and then there's going to be a big jump on Monday. So if you don't get in today, the market's going to be marked up on Monday, so you won't have a chance to get that gain. Because I know the market makers have been playing with the prices, which is really annoying, meaning they don't let you get in when there's going to be a rise at the beginning because they jump the prices up already. Anyway, this is the junior gold mining. I think the mining looks really interesting, and probably because if you think about it, if interest rates are staying negative effectively, there's no cost for owning gold or silver. You don't want to own gold or silver because if that gold and silver are going to go up, the leverage part is every dollar of gold or silver rising goes to the bottom line of those miners to the profit, because it doesn't cost any more to get the same amount of gold out. It's just pure profit. So I believe we're in a big cyclical bull market, but what I believe doesn't count. It's what the market does that counts. And we've had this big consolidation phase here in the junior miners. Let's just have a look at another one, SLV. This is silver, because I think gold and silver, if gold's going to go up, silver shares will go up more. And if you look here, this is a key day reversal here. So it was way down and then it came all the way up and it ended basically at zero, no loss. So it hasn't really gone down in the big sell-off, and I reckon that's getting ready to boost to the upside. So we're going to be buying some SLV, buy signal. There's going to be a buy signal on JNUG, and there's a couple of other things I think look interesting. RH, which is an old chestnut that we've had, that's looking really good. Let's just go over here. You see it hasn't sold off. I think that's about to break to the upside. We did have this big gap up, which it normally comes down to fill, which it hasn't. And I think we're due to have another move similar to this. So there's some good profits there. So we're going to be adding that to the buy signals, and also Micron Technology, which we had a go at before. I don't know why it did this breakdown, because Micron Technology is going to benefit hugely by the introduction of 5G. So we're going to have another go at this. The stop loss level would be that bottom that it had yesterday. Looks to me like it's going to rise higher. It's the only real tech play I'm putting in there at the moment. I've got lots of other little stocks that I think look good. I also think for those who didn't buy this before, and they should have, Five Below was up in yesterday's market, so I think we need to add that to the mix. And another one that looks really good is FDX, FedEx. So that came down to fill that gap. Normally when stocks jump, they come back to fill the gap. So I'm watching that for another day, but that might be a buy. So it's the Bibster here saying great things I think are coming next week. I've got some, like we've just gone into, if you follow my buy signal, NUS, and it was up. Any way to move this? Can't figure out how to move that from that corner. Let me see if I can zoom out. Oh, there you go. So NUS broke out of this range and was actually up 0.333. So that was a good little find. I think this is operating impartially to the market. Another one that I thought looked good was DKS. This is Dick's Sporting Goods, and it had been in a consolidation phase for a little while. I can't see it here, but that was a consolidation phase. It's broken out of that consolidation phase, and it was up 0.29 last night. So that's some other things that we're going to look at. So I'm going to put 5 in there because if you haven't bought 5, you should add it. There's some other recovery stuff that looks quite good. I think the airlines still look good, but we'll look at those for next week. So I'm expecting, and what I expect doesn't count, just what I'm expecting from what I've seen, for the market to be very different next week and not to be so negative. So it's a Bibster, 7 minutes and 24 seconds, saying read the email, look at the buys, and I am keeping my eye on those high growth tech stocks that have been hammered, because down the track in the space of weeks you could see 20 to 30% return for the stockholders, and you could see 100 or so % return for CFD people. So it's Friday, have a great weekend, and all systems go. Got my new phone, got all my stuff set up, got all my things on the watch windows here, did my training session today, and I'll be writing to you about the future, because it's going to be coming at you faster than you think, and opportunities are going to be galore. Bye bye for now.